Okay, welcome back to this third installment. And I know that after I'd finished the last video, I had said that I would get into the macro version of the project, but I forgot that I was going to make these actually, this is a drop down. I was going to make these a drop down based upon the selection here, and I forgot that I was going to do that. So this video is going to be about doing that. And apologize if I got everyone's hopes up too early. The other thing I also remembered is I forgot to tell a joke in the last video. So now you get two. Guy goes in to see a doctor. He says, Doctor, I suddenly have this problem where I can never remember what I just said. Doctor said, well, calm down. How long have you had this problem? And the guy said, what problem? Get it? Because he can't remember. That's so funny. Yeah, right. Maybe not. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to be able to make these drop down boxes that are pulling from the row and column of the table that is in the tab. So in this case, it would be the table that's in this CLSSH tab. When we look at reference, that is why I'd put the table name over here. I thought I might need it, and I will. So that's going to cause problems, I think, moving forward with when you're looking at somebody creating a new tab for new salary schedule, the naming of a table and how they're going to do that, how they even know to do that. So we'll try to deal with that when we get there. Okay, so in the meantime, I go back here and I'm going to call this I'm going to put borders here just so that we can see there's a difference here. I'm going to have this do an X lookup. The lookup value is going to be here. The lookup array is going to be in reference, and it's going to be in our table name. And the return array is going to be, oh, sorry, it's going to be our tab name, and then our return array is going to be in the table name, sorry. If not found, we'll do error, and we want an exact match. Okay, so that gives us the table related to the salary schedule. We're going to call this our salary schedule or calc template. So I know what tab it's on, and we're going to call it table selected. We're going to actually call that salary table selected. All right. So then here, okay, so then I'm going to come over here to reference, and I'm going to create row, and I'm going to create column. I'm not going to make these tables because I don't need to, and I don't want to. It's not going to work for the solution. Yes, the range is the row. So see if I can remember this correctly. I'm going to use indirect, and I'm going to use the salary calc, select it, and row. Oop, I got to put in a row. Oop, row. Okay, so that gives me a spill of all of the row options in that table. We don't want all of that. And so what we want to add here is unique so that we are returning only unique values, and we don't need by column. So I'm going to do that, and now we're on the exactly once, and we're going to say true. Oop. What did I do wrong there? Okay, I'm thinking that, all right, I don't need this, all right, yeah. I just, unique itself, I click here, oh, I want it unique. Okay. That worked. So unique, the range array from which to return unique rows or columns. So I don't actually need this, because this says is a logical value return rows or columns that occur exactly once from the array. True, return all distinct rows or columns from the array. False, or admit it. So I don't, by putting in true, there were no row indicators in that table that only occurred once, and so that's why it gave me that error. So okay, now we do that, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to copy this, Control C, and I'm going to paste it in here, except for now I'm going to say column. And that didn't work. And is that because, oh, because it's spelt out. There you go. All right, and so now we have the spillover, what is called a spillover for the column. Now I come over here and I go to data validation. I want it to be a list. I click on in the source, I click here and here, and because it's a spill and I want everything that's in that spill, I do a hashtag. All right, so there you go. There's all the different values for that, different ranges for that table. Now I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to come into data validation, list, source equals, here, hashtag, to pick up all of the spill, and there's those values. Now notice when I come in here and I click something else, I'm going to choose this guy. Now when I come down here, that didn't work. It should be, okay, so CRTB 1B, right? That's what I chose. Oh, okay. Here, let me choose something, because that may be working, and I just, because it's 14, let me change this to something that's way different. There you go. You see that's working, and that's working. You can see now I have more choices, and now I have more choices, all depending on what the salary schedule selected here is. Now these don't update until this updates. I mean, we have to change this first, then we can select our row and column. So let's see if we go to the CEO cab 24, there it is, and there's the values we want. There's no 24 here, so it doesn't show up there. Okay, so I wanted to do that. Now we're ready to get into the creating of the macro. And so as before I sign off, I owe you guys another joke. So the guy goes in to see the doctor and he says, Doctor, I'm here for my heart. The doctor says, well, I don't have it. Hilarious. All right, everybody. Hopefully you won't be scared away by those jokes, and you'll come back and join me for the next video, which will be, unless I think of something else I missed before I need to get into the macro, it should be the macro. Have a great day and see you all later.